Hi, Patrick. How you doing? Okay, so I'm reading through your writing and I'm seeing some reference to blending modes, but I think that we can really push our use of blending modes here. The whole intent here is to work with typographic techniques and blending modes. So I would like you to really talk about your typographic techniques as well as your use of blending modes in all of these. And I think on a couple of these, there's we can push the use of blending modes. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so let's start with this one right here. I think this is interesting, but I think there's a lot we can do with typography in this case. This is interesting. I think that you could even probably duplicate the background of the leaves and add a blending mode to make that a little bit more visually engaging and to push your experimentation with blending modes therein. Um, Okay, let's take a look at the next one. This one I think really has some potential in terms of the brick background wall. I think your typography is really interesting. It's done very well. Nice technique there, outstanding technique there. But the background image itself, I think there's so much we can do with that. Try duplicating it, duplicating the layer and the background image, and then adding blending mode so that they can interact with the underlying layer of the brick wall. So definitely want to work with blending modes in the background layer here. And then this one, I think this one's great, but what I would like you to talk about in this one is A, how did you develop your type, and B, what blending modes did you use in the background, developing the background, the glitter effect and everything else. So, and the reason I ask you to do that is not to create more work for you, but so that your classmates can learn from your work. So just simply by describing what blending modes you applied and how you applied them, I think will really help the class as a whole in understanding your use in the technical aspects associated with the album covers. Okay, so those are really my only recommendations. But again, just let's push experimentation here. And I'll tell you what, if you have any questions at all, I mean, don't get me wrong, these are outstanding. They're fantastic. Each one of them, and I can see these on a rack in a record store. So these are really fantastic. But let's just stay true to the experimentative nature of this exercise and really start pushing our use of blending modes in a way that you can really start establishing some interesting effects, as well as understanding how blending modes really, the potential capabilities of blending modes. All right, Patrick, thank you very much. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to address anything that comes up. All right, thanks for sharing your work, Patrick.